Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. I Can Be Your Huckleberry. Um, Coming just another time with a little haul, not a little haul, but a haul. Nonetheless, I haven't been on for a little while. Just been working, nothing major, no life issues have been happening. If you can ever want, I'm in my house, and what I tell you, I keep my house at 68 degrees. So this morning I woke up a little bundled up. So I was like, well, let me just throw something a little warmer on for this quick little video. I need to be packing. Me and my best friend were actually going back to his hometown in Kentucky, and I'm going with him and to enjoy some good old country eating and drinking and everything else that entails. If you notice, I'm a little probably higher up. I'm not sitting. I'm actually standing. I did a little changing some things around in my dressing room, which is where I'm taping from. So my dressing island actually sits up higher, and which actually works so that way I don't so you can kind of see that's where I was before, but now this is one part of it. And if you as you go around the room, you'll see cases like this of just shoes and hats all over the thing. But needless to say, I'm enjoying this. So I've been doing shopping. I don't know what it is. Well, I shop a lot anyway, mainly because I work retail. Ooh, that color in my beard looks crazy. Sorry, but in my store, they get a lot of cool things. And especially when you work off price, because that is what I work. When you come across like name brand things that are unique and individual, kind of things, I kind of snatch them up, especially when it comes to shoes. So this haul is like everything. It's like shoes. It's just a little bit of everything. So, and not all of it comes from my job. Some of it I order from other places. But we'll jump right in and get started. First thing, I got some fragrances, some men's fragrances, and some of which are going to be kind of surprising because I never knew they existed. But the first one I have is by Hummer. I didn't even know they had a cologne or anything like that, but when I saw it at the store, or when I saw it at my job, I actually got a chance to kind of pull it out of his package a little bit. And if I liked it, I was going to buy it. If I wasn't, I'd be able to tape it back up. And I wasn't going to spray it or anything. I just wanted to smell the bottle. But it comes in this real cool little sprayer. Um, she actually smells really good. She has like this kind of citrusy, peppery smell. And for anybody who knows, I like anything masculine smelling. I don't necessarily like I don't like male floral smells. The most you're gonna get out of me is something citrusy. So I do like the citrus smells, but I don't necessarily like anything too floral or too feminine. That's just me. So, but that smells really really good. I want to say, oh yeah, here's the receipt here. It was really really reasonable. It was like $17. And then of course I got my discount. But either way, it was only $17, so not hard at all. So the next one is this fragrance called Penguin, the Iconic Blend. And I actually have two other penguins that are not like this, but they're in that family. And this is what the bottle looks like, and it's a nice bottle. It's like I think it's 4 point. No, I'm sorry, it's 3.4 ounces. The Hummer though actually was a 4.2 ounces of cologne for that. But anyway, with Penguin, it has definitely that smell. It almost it's not even a noir or anything like that, but it's just like this really clean, heavy smell. And the packaging, I think I like the packaging too because it's quite vintage looking. Like an old school Penguin that probably has been around for a while. I don't have the receipt. I think I tossed this one. But needless to say, it still was a good price. The next two that I have are me being a collector. And I'm going to have to slow down before I have no place to put the collection. But I love Curve. I think that Liz Claiborne, I believe that's who makes Curve. Yes, she makes a really good male fragrance. And Curve was just a winner. And I like all curves. I have the regular curve. I have the curve appeal. It's the bottle that kind of leans to the side. And this one probably isn't new by no means. I just came across it at a really good deal. It's called Curve Wave. I'll show you this. And then I also have Curve Black too, and it came in these little tins. So I have Curve Black. This is Curve Wave. This one is a really fresh scent. My one of my friends, he loves fresh scented colognes. So I'm sure he'd be jealous. But needless to say, this one is a 4.2 ounce as well. And I don't even think I paid. Oh, I'm sorry, it's on the side. $15 at my job. My colognes are like right here to the left. Well, some of them on the dressing island. They're on the far end, so they'll be close to the ones that are closer by the window. But so that you'll see me kind of fumbling around. So this one is Curve Connect, and it's more. I guess it's like a red for men, which it does have a slightly sweeter smell than what I normally would like, but it still has a very masculine undertone. Really cool bottle. I like to keep my stoppers because I just think they look cool. And if I ever decide one day, hey, I need to make more room and I take them out their boxes, then I can, and the bottle will still look good. So there's that. So those are all my cologne purchases, my cologne pickups that I had. And believe this won't all be a haul. I'm going to try to talk as fast as I can, get through the haul, and just kind of talk about I want to talk about other things as well. Just kind of give you a little taste into this series that I want to call Retail Chronicles, but we'll get into that in just a second. Next thing, the next thing, one of the other things I love a good book bag, either when I'm traveling, whether it's a day trip or like now we're traveling. I'm gonna probably bring a weekender and I'll still bring this one for like my laptop and that kind of thing. But I like a nice bag and I love leather book bags. So I was able to cop this little beauty by Guess. Here's the back of it. Real nice straps, and actually has like the little chest strap too. So if I was really traveling with it, I could keep it secure. And it is leather. It's black at the bottom and then like this olive green. And of course, here the authenticity tags and all that kind of stuff. But I guess so. The inside, of course, has a thing to slide your laptop in and that kind of thing. I haven't unstuffed it, so I'm not going to show you like a whole lot of it. But like I haven't unstuffed it because I like my bags to stay stuffed. I got this one from my job. I'm tucking the tag in, but I don't want people to know that work. But really cool bag. Wait a minute. I got a piece of the paper stuck in there. All right. But yeah, it's still another cool bag. I take some of the stuff in. Well, it's a lot of stuff in there. But you'll be able to see it's a really cool bag. So I don't know if I'm going to take it with me this time, but because I have another one that I usually carry. But last time, and really what made me replace or get another one was I had this other one I got at my job like a couple of years back, and it was like $5.99. It's like orange, like this orangey tangerine color with like nice brown straps, real masculine bag. And I got it for like $6. And I went to this our last field leadership meeting with my company, and somehow I busted a pen in there. And I was so mad because, ink and leather, like, that's not necessarily the greatest mix. I think there's something out there. Comment below if you know, like, something that'll help me get ink out of leather, because I really love that bag. Like, and it only got on the inside. It didn't get on, no, a little bit got on the outside, too, but it's in an inconspicuous spot where it would be on my back. Spot where it would be on my back. So I really can't tell that one. And also, comment below if you think I need to not do videos not shaved, because I did just get my hair cut yesterday. I'm still gonna do, even though my barber cuts all the hair off my face, I'm still gonna do like a close shave with my little close shaver, and do some other stuff with the face and moisturize it up. So I'll be looking right. But comment below if you like my haircut. My color's growing out a little bit, so I have to have one of my good friends take care of me, because I think we're gonna probably take it up again, or I need to figure out, I don't know if it's breaking off, I don't know, but either way, we're gonna probably do something a little different with this color too. Anyway, going back to the haul. So next thing I picked up, of course, was shoes. These are Air Force Ones, and this is probably not everybody's taste, but I like them. I don't know when I'm gonna wear them, but I know that when I do, they will probably be like the focus of whatever I'm wearing that day. I'm probably not gonna mix it up with anything else. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe find me like a Nike T-shirt or something like that. That is this color. I don't know what color it may be reading red, but it's actually like a magenta like a hot pink highlighter color. And again, you guys are wearing size 13, so it was awesome. I thought it was a great deal. I think I paid $55 for these. Um, so definitely was a great deal. I did get these at my job. Again, like I said, I work off-price retail, so they came in at 55 for me, and then we had like a special associate appreciation, so they gave us an additional discount. So I got these like, yeah, about 40% off. So needless to say, got a really good deal on these. So the next ones I got at my job as well. Just probably I go shopping at different stores, especially when they do like the associate appreciation thing. So I went to another store, and those they actually had those in like a highlighter yellow, and I'll kind of show you what that color was like because this next shoes have that color in it. And I wanted those. They only had a 12. They didn't have a 13, and I'm not about that beauty, you know, beauty is pain thing. Now I wear a size 13 foot, and I'm blessed at 35 years old that I have not one corn, not one callus on my toe. Feet may be a little rough on the bottom, but that's from me being a hard worker. But needless to say, I don't have no cords on my toe, and I'm not about to be getting on just for some shoes. Nah, I don't do that kind of craziness. So, next pair are these. Again, I do have a lot of sneakers that are just not everybody's style, everybody's taste. But I do like a good old colorful sneaker. Really cool. They're like a Nike cross training. I don't even know if these were really popular ever when they came out, but I like them, and for the price, you cannot beat it. So most of my shoes, I keep my receipt inside my shoe, just in case I decide I don't want it or I want to exchange it for something that comes better in my store, and I can just exchange it out with no problem. I put my tickets and my receipt inside my shoes, so I just return it. But these shoes are actually only $40. So I got a really good deal because I got my discount on top of that. Going on to the next ones. I'll show these actually together. One pair of these I actually already wore once already. They don't stand up really nicely because they're a mesh on the side, but they're a really cool shoe. And when I tell you they are so comfortable, and my foot's kind of wide a little bit, but they actually looked pretty decent on my foot. Did them with a no-show sock, and they were everything. When I tell you I really like these. They were really, I just like neat, different little shoes, and I love an Adidas original. I like the regular, like, you know, active Adidas, but I don't necessarily like the Adidas essential things, but I like the Adidas originals of anything. I love me a good trefoil tee. I probably have those in every color. If I don't, I'm well on my way. Um, so I love those. And then I also got them in this color wave as well. Again, may not be everyone's style, but I love these. I'm going to have to figure out something to wear with them, but needless to say, I like these. And again, these were 55 as well. And I got my discount as well because I got these at my job as well. So those are all my hauls that I got from work. I'm going to sit these on the floor. So I have some space to move some other stuff around. My next one it's a collective. Well, I got these. They're the same shoe, just different color. And again, like I said, I'm a collector. I love to collect the same shoe, sometimes in more than one color, if I know that I have enough stuff to go with it. So the first pair, I've never been a fan of these until like last year I started to see them on people's feet. But your Vans. I got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. No. But anyway, so I like these. If you can see, I haven't worn them because they're not laced, and neither of them are laced. But I had never saw yellow on anyone, and I was like, dang. And so I just happened to be in Dick's Sporting Goods, which one of my other friends, he works there part-time, and I told him to see if they had the shoe, and they actually did, and so I had him get them for me when he was at work. because I saw them and then I had left. I didn't buy them that day, but I was like, man, that's a nice. I like how that looks. So of course, that one shoe made me be like, let's see some of the other colors. So I went on a hunt. They didn't have any other colors. They have this one that I'm probably still gonna order. And mind you, those, yeah, they're $65. They had another one where it had like black, white, red, and yellow all in the same shoe, and then it had like this graphic on the side in one of the panels, which I loved. So I don't know if when I get paid, I may get those. Just so I can complete the collection of that color wave and all of that, which is kind of crazy, but call me what you will. This is my guilty pleasure. Some people smoke weed, some people drink, some people gamble, some people whore, and they do all kind of things with their coins. And as for me, this is what I do with my coins. They're decorating at the top down to the sneakers, to watches and shoes and just whatever it is that I like, whatever makes me feel good in that moment. That's what I'm gonna buy because I work hard every day, and like Miss Tabitha Brown says, because I can if I want to, and that's my business. But either way, so I went online. I was like, let's Google some and let's see, where I could get some in other places. So of all places, and I do not shop in this place, and shame on me. I don't shop at Famous Footwear that often, but who knew that Famous Footwear sold Vans, and they sold them in a lot of colors. Some colors I did not need, so I did not get them. But the ones that I did know that I would wear were these. And when we do, like I said, I'm not saying I'm going to do a house tour forever. When we do a house tour, you'll see, because I love red. This room isn't a reflection of my love for red. It's this room kind of complements my bedroom, so it has like the tans, the grays, the hint with the pops of green and that kind of thing. But this, when you see my living room, you'll be able to see like, okay, now I see where this red comes from. And even my office area whenever I get that cleaned up. But because I've been doing gift baskets for people and that kind of stuff. But when I say I love these, love me a good old red sneaker. And what I love about them is that they are the same style of the shoe. It's just that the material is different. So this is an all canvas one, which is weird. And I just realized that. Let me show you something that was weird. I had bought these as well months back. And so I didn't even realize that I had the matching, that these red and the blue ones actually have the same material wave. So I thought that was neat, even though it's all the colors that I want. Sorry. That's how many shoes I have. It's like a library in here. But and my shoes are my books. But yeah, I thought these were really cool. Again, nothing probably that you haven't seen before, but just I love them. They are like, and some people say that they can't do Vans for a long period of time, and that may be true because I don't. I have a work uniform, so I don't wear my sneakers every single day, and that's probably why I have so many, because I could never tear them up. Most of the time, I end up giving them away. And just so you know, FYI, before someone makes a comment in the videos below, which is fine. I don't really care about the comments. I'll address them as they need to be. However respectful they are to me, I will respond in that same manner. But my shoes have a shelf life for me. If they have been on my shelf long enough, or even if I wore them once or twice, but I got new shoes in, because I refuse to make this room any bigger or to add any more shelving. Well, I may add one more shelf to the room on the end of my island to accommodate maybe 8 more pair of shoes. But needless to say, once it gets to a point, I do purge my shoes. So I go through ones I haven't worn, ones I know I'm not going to wear anymore, those kind of things. I do bag them up and I take them to a local, down to the Atlanta Mission shelter where the men are, and I give those away because I shop at Bath and Body Works so much. I was in this thing where I was couponing a whole lot, and so I'm getting like all this like Dial body wash and all that. And Lord knows I only use my Bath and Body Works, so I had to like smack myself in the hands like, okay, chill out. Couponing is fun, the exhilaration of it is fun, but realistically, if I coupon any going forward. If it's not what I need or if it's not something I use, I'm always going to donate it. So I'm going to go and take them some shoes, some toothpaste and toothbrushes and body washes and stuff that I'm just not going to use, that I coupon for, because I think last year holiday I was just making baskets for my team, and I wanted, and every time I found them on sale I would just buy everything, and I've had coupons I would get them too. But I do that as well. So I do donate. I donate clothes. I go through my coats and jackets and things every single year, and I bundle those up too, because the fall and the winter will come in quicker than you know it, and sometimes shelters run out of those things for people. And I'm quite blessed to be able to get on here and to talk about my hauls and all those kind of things, but that isn't necessarily the core of me. I love what I love. I like what I like, but I also love giving back. And that's something I think came in my bloodstream because my mom was the exact same way. Growing up, we never had garage sales. I used to say when I was like, why don't we have a garage sale? She was like, no, we were blessed, so we bless others. So that's what I do. So going back, last ones, I did get the classic black ones that have actually the suede and the canvas pattern wave. And again, like I said, this is anything that you probably may not have seen before, but these are the addition to my collection, and I love, 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 love them. And they actually will get some wear because, let me show you this real quick. I picked this up at Marshall's, and I saw this shirt out. Somebody had these on. I was like, where did they get that shirt from? And I just happened to run across it at Marshall's. And what's convenient is that the friends, I don't know if you can see it. Try not to get no dust on it from the box. It actually has dots in different colors. And actually, every color that they have on here, those shoes, they can match a dot. So I do actually have something to wear with the shoes. I mean, if I don't, I'll just sit it away until I do. So my last items are things I got from DSW. As you probably, well, if you don't know, you should know. I have a rewards thing with them. So I'm constantly getting rewards, and it's like every 100 points, I think they give you $10 or something like that. And so of course I've been racking up there. But they have this brand that a lot of people may not know about. Now, I'm going to show you these boxes a little beat up. And DSW, if you get a wind of this, please do something better when you ship these boxes, because I really don't like tattered boxes because they don't look good on my shelves. So these will be on the shelf low so nobody can see them. But they're by this brand called 791. And when I tell you I love their shoes, and what's crazy, my other friend, he actually works at DSW part-time. And just so you know, I don't use their discounts. Let me not lie. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But hopefully nobody's touching for the job. But either way, my homeboy, well, they're both named D. We'll say Dre. Anyway, Dre works at the Dick's, and he bought those with his discount. But it wasn't, he bought them. I didn't come in there and do anything weird that would get me fired. But either way, going back, Dedrick, my other friend, starts with a D. He works at DSW part-time. But again, I never really use his discount because I usually have coupons or rewards and that kind of thing. And they would have to be like some $100 sneakers. And I don't really buy those. Unless they're Jordan, and I have to be feeling really, really generous. So these are the beauties. So somewhat simple, but I like them a lot. They remind me of a Chuck Taylor. And I love Chucks, don't get me wrong. But sometimes them Chucks, they be so flat and they hurt sometimes. So with these, they have a really nice cushion insole, really nice, almost like a Cloud Walker feel. And then I like the bottom of them. And then the fact of that, a lot of times nobody really ties their shoes anymore. And not to say if you do, that's what you do. But as for me, and most people I know do not tie their shoes. So I could realistically, style them to the fact of that I wouldn't need to. I could knot the end or whatever. And I could unzip them on the side and get into my shoe without having to do all that tying and untying. But I want to tell you, it is a really nice sneaker. And it's nice leather. They smell amazing. Love, love, love them. And I think they were $49.99, but I had a coupon where you got like $20 off, and I think I had a $10 reward. So I think altogether I paid maybe 70 something dollars for 2 pair. Mind you, DSW has this it was an app, but this payment plan. It's called Afterpay, and you can take and split it into 4 payments, and you pay one payment up front, and then they deduct the other payments every 2 weeks for the next 6 weeks to pay them off. Now, realistically, I could have just bought them outright, but as for me, that particular week, I probably wanted to shop a little bit more, so I was like, no, go ahead and take your $20. You can get it every 2 weeks and until it's paid for. So, love, love, love these. So I got those. And actually just picked these up today because they attempted to deliver them. Of course, because I work, I was not there to pick them up. So I got them in another color, which I think is amazing. I actually probably like these more than I like the black ones. And what I plan on wearing with these during the fall, because they are leather, especially these, I want to get me like either some slim fit or even skinnies, and buy them like in a 28 or a 30 inseam and do a nice fat cuff on them and let the cuff like maybe rest here or maybe a little bit below there so that you can see the amazingness of this shoe. So I love, 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 love this shoe. About $7.91. And if you are not a rewards member with DSW, again, this is not this is nobody's partnership. I'm not being paid and none of that kind of stuff. You need to get it because after you spend some money, you go to certain levels. And so I believe I'm at gold. I think I'm at gold. Yeah, I'm at gold. So all my shipping is free. So I ship directly to my house. Or if I'm going to be gone for an extended period of time when it's going to come, then I will actually set it to go pick it up in the store, and that's free as well. And also, I earn for every $1 I spend, I actually earn 2 points. So I could spend $50 and turn around and get a $10 reward. I think it's that, yeah, or maybe it's 2 because of the level I'm in. But when I get to platinum, it'll be 3 times the points, and it'll be for every 100. So go on there, check them out. DSW has amazing, amazing deals. And let me tell you what the other deal was I was able to stack, because you can stack all of their deals. You can stack your rewards. You can stack certain promo codes as long as they're not you can stack your promo codes as well as just like you stack coupons as well as rewards that you receive and that kind of thing. And so the last thing that I stacked on there, you had got a free blanket. You get it in black or you could get it in blue. And it says it's a beach blanket, but when you see it, of course I'm not gonna, like, it has terry cloth, so you can see why they would say it's a beach blanket. But I'm probably gonna throw it on my sofa as a throw. But you got it for free if you spent, I think if you spent $49. And so I was so mad because I wasn't paying attention that there was a blue one and they have different codes. I could have got the blue one and the black one because I bought these shoes, but I missed. By the time I got the blue one, they were out of it. But I'll step back a little bit. But I think it's cool. Little Aztec print. And I didn't even realize it's a circle. It's not even it's a circle. It's not a square, which I think is neat. And what I thought was so amazing too, because this is obviously screen printed on here. They sent it in like this mesh thing that covered this piece. Then they folded it up. So therefore, I didn't have to. But either way, I got this for free. And this thing valued, I think, at I think it was $40, like $39.99, and no shade, but I'm not ever gonna pay them $40 for no throw across my sofa, because I don't be out there. But it is actually DSW's, so I thought that was neat, and I love a free gift. Everybody loves a free gift. So yeah, so this is all my stuff. I got my Capri Sun, so I'm thirsty, and so yeah, so that's all my stuff. And again, like I said, I'm very, very thankful, where I am in life. Life is good right now. Work is good. I'm traveling. It's the summertime, so I'm getting a chance to travel. I've traveled for my birthday. I'm traveling now. On the 10th, we're going up and do like a field day up in the mountains, and then, which I'm very much not so athletic, but I need to be because my pants are filling up quickly. Now, I don't know if you can notice, but this shirt is fitting kind of tight. And I mean, it has a weird lay on it anyway. But needless to say, I need to be somewhere being active. So I may have to get into a tug of war, go run with the kids or something when I go to this family reunion and sweat some of these extra poundage off, because my slim fits are fitting right slim these days. But aside from that, one other thing I wanted to talk about was retail etiquette. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, I work retail, and I don't think that every cashier is perfect. They're not. If my cashiers know, like, I'm going to support you to the end, but the minute that the customer tells me that you were nasty or you were rude or whatever that kind of thing, okay, now I got to get you, because that's just not what we do. But there are people that come in with a lot of preconceived notions. And I've heard a lot of people on even YouTube, when I'm looking at their videos, talking about like, oh, when you go in the store, call corporate, call corporate, call corporate. Now, let me explain something to you. Corporate is an outlet for you to speak to someone above the store. But stores and managers and the staff, they don't work for corporate. Can't fire me. If you came into my store and you felt I was rude and I was nasty, you calling corporate, they can't fire me. They can only take the information and forward it to my boss or to my boss's boss or my boss's boss's boss, if it needs to go that far, which usually never gets that high. But to go into a store and because you don't get something that you want, or because you lack the knowledge of what it is that you're asking for, i.e. a coupon, a promotion, or you just lack the ability to read a sign in its completion, that doesn't warrant where you need to call corporate, and it doesn't warrant that I or my team or that store and their team, that store manager and their team, will receive some kind of reprimand because you failed to read. You failed to make yourself knowledgeable about what the promotion is and what it applies to and what it doesn't. I just think that that's crazy. So let me give you an example. One day I was at work, and again, I'm the store manager. So I have assistants who work under me, and cashier called the manager over and said, hey, she's trying to return underwear. Which, first and foremost, ladies, and I don't mean no harm, I don't understand why you would go into an establishment to buy underwear and you don't know what size underwear you wear. Underwear don't fit that far different. Now, different styles fit differently. If you've been on this earth long enough to know, you should know what size underwear you wear. You should know that if the underwear that are on your person now or your underwear period are beginning to fit a little bit more snug, that means go up bigger than the size that's on your butt. So if you wear a large and they fit in snug, you go to an extra large. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the weirdness of that. So the lady comes in and she has so what she does, the cashier calls my manager over. My manager says, unfortunately, ma'am, I can take this set of underwear back, but I cannot take these back. So she begins to go back and forth. She looks at my manager's tag and says, oh, you're not I want to speak to the store manager. Well, first and foremost, that's crazy. If her manager says manager on duty, what if I'm not there? Her decision is still going to stand. And let's be reasonable about what it is that you're asking for. So I come up to the front and I say, hey, how can I help you? She says, I'm trying to return these underwear because they didn't work for her. So immediately in my head, I'm thinking like, they didn't work? Like, they're underwear. They don't have batteries in them. Like, they don't have any other function. They won't work if you've put them on. I said, so are you saying they didn't fit? And she said, yes. I said, so are we saying that we wore these? Well, I mean, she tried them on. I said, so that includes wearing. So what she did was she bought two sets. They were 3-packs and they were on the actual hangers. So this particular brand, and like most of the brands in my store, when it's a 3-pack like that, there's a piece of plastic, the plastic that attaches your price ticket to your shirt. They have shorter ones that attach things to hangers. So the first set that she brought, all the junk tags, which are like the vendor tags, were all attached. The only thing that wasn't attached was our personal price ticket. And we know the reason why with that is because when we are trying to protect them and keep those things together, we pull that tag off and we hard tag it to them to keep them all together so that we don't have mismates, missing pieces, and those kind of things. So we are okay with that piece. But when the junk tag is missing, it raises an eyebrow for us. So when I looked, again, I'm looking at Another pair, just like those, that the ones she's trying to return as well, she has all three of them are disattached from the hanger. The junk tags are off. Our tag is off. I don't even think she has our tag. She brought the other pack so that we could, because they were the same size. I think she just bought two packs of the same, which is fine. Most people do that. If you like a pair of underwear, you like underwear, you buy multiples. Well, the problem was that this set that you wanted to return, in addition to the one that was in good standing, and we could resell those, all the underwear were off. So she says to me, "Well, they didn't work." I said, "Well, they're all the same size. So all three pair didn't work? Like, why would you take all three pair of the underwear off the hanger? It would have been something even if she had brought us back the three pack and two were still attached to the hanger and the one was loose. She tried it on, it didn't work. We could have even worked through that. We said, okay, normally, man, we don't take back worn or altered merchandise. So as a courtesy, we'll go ahead and take these back. I could have took that one pair, threw it in the garbage. Manager marked it down to reflect the price for just two, and then we still could have resold it. But you took all three pair off of there. And she's arguing with me. Like, literally, you can see the white underwear had a dinge on them. Meaning, I don't know, I guess she ran them through the wash and that kind of thing. And another thing, understand this. I get it. Women, you do what you got to do when it comes to underwear. But you have to understand that once you wash something, that is altered. So no one is going to bring... Who's taking that back? We cannot resell that to anybody. And it's not a defect. It's something defect in your head that you don't know what size underwear you wear. Like, that's crazy. So, either way, so she begins to go back and forth, and I'm like, ma'am, you brought me an example of what these underwear looked like before you purchased them. So, unfortunately, no, I'm not going to be able to take these back. This one, yes, we'll definitely take these back, but this one, unfortunately, no. So, before I could even try to explain to her that, hey, if she's going on and on, and I said, ma'am, at this point, there are no concessions to be made, other than we will return the ones that we can resell. These are yours. So she looks at me with this stare. I wish I could imitate it. She's like this. Like, when I'm saying, she's puffing breath out her nose. And she's looking at me, so I'm looking at her. So we just staring at each other. I'm like, because it's awkward that you stare somebody dead in the face. And so I'm like, kind of looking away. I'm looking back at her. And she's like, so what are you telling me? I'm telling you that I am going to side with my manager, who originally told you that we could not return these. And we're not going to take those, but we'll return the other ones. So mind you, during the course of that process, I kept picking them up, which I probably shouldn't have because I don't know if she even really wore them. But either way, I'm picking them up. So by that point, the three pair are like all spread around the counter because I kept picking them up and then placing them. So you had to see, she's just snatching them up and everything. I'll be in touch with your corporate office. I said, you're more than welcome to. It's on the back of the receipt. And you have a good day. I stood there and I smiled and bid her adieu until she left. And then I went on back my way. But my thing is this, be reasonable. Like, why are we bringing underwear back? Even me as a male, if I accidentally picked up a pair of mediums and I put one pair on my butt, guess what? We washing them and they go into the mission. Because, especially a $6 pair of underwear, or $6 pack of underwear, like, you're not dying. People throw $6 away every day when they eat half the doggone sandwich from doggone Burger King and they throw it away and they don't like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, stop it. But I say all of that to say, like, be mindful when you're going to these stores. It isn't about the fact that it's their job. Yes, we know what our job is. But at the same time, you need to be reasonable about expectations that when you're walking into a building. And also, if you don't like something, why are you going back and forth with a cashier? Why do you feel like it's okay to walk into a building and speak to someone inappropriately and be disrespectful? Yes, that is our job to service people, but it is not our job to be abused or to be talked to any kind of way. You know, because again, like I said, I work off price. And so we get a lot of comments like, who's stealing out of here? Or who's stealing out of the... Well, if I have a loss prevention who's standing at the front, obviously someone is stealing. It may not be you, but someone is stealing and there's a need for loss prevention. So let's not make stupid and ignorant comments like that because obviously there's a need for loss prevention because someone is stealing. And there is an issue with theft in this building. Like, let's not be crazy. Come into stores, you treat people how you want them to treat you. Yes, you may not work in customer service, you may not work in retail industry, but guess what? You work somewhere where you have to service someone else. So would you dare want anyone to come into your job and make your job any harder than what it already is, or make it any stressful, or make it as you know, some people work places that it's unpleasant to work. Do you want someone to come in and make it that much more unpleasant? Like, we're humans. You know what I'm saying? No one's robots in this retail industry. So my thing is, we're still human. So you can't come in and call someone out of their name. You can't come in here and insult someone because of where they work and those kind of things. Like, we get customers talking about something. Oh no, I work for the state. Ma'am, y'all get furloughed all the time. Or I work for, no, I work for the government. Excuse me, not the state. I work for the government. Well, you get furloughed all the time. When the government shuts down, you don't get paid. You stand in the free cheese line like the other people. So, like, stop doing all of that. When, you know, so we're all human. And my thing is, be mindful of that when you're going into a retail establishment. This is where people work. This is where they make their living. This is how they make their living. Now, again, that does not negate the fact of a cashier being rude or nasty for no apparent reason, or just being rude or nasty, period, because there really isn't a reason for a cashier to ever be rude or nasty, because you're just simply doing your job. A cashier should never be unbothered if they're doing their job because of a customer getting upset about something that's far beyond their control and even above the manager at that point, because there are policies set in place. So how do you come in and get upset about something when we're clearly just the people running this business? We're small in comparison to this big machine. So to come in and act a fool with us and to give all this attitude, it just really doesn't make any sense. You're not owed anything. The days of the customer is always right, and that that a company is always gonna bend over backwards to give the customer exactly what they want. No, it has come to a point now, it's compromise, where we have to find a middle ground between what the customer wants and what the company mandates to ensure that both parties are happy and nobody's walking away scathed in any kind of way. So that's just a little tidbit, just when it retail haul and that kind of thing. But I do definitely want to do a series want to call it like Retail Chronicles, where I come and just talk about instances that I may have dealt with on the day, because this day and age, people do very weird things, and things that for most seem like they are common sense, but for most it's not. They just do some very 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 weird things, and definitely looking forward to sharing that, because you would be surprised, and then it also would also let you see in hindsight some of the things that retailers or clerks and things deal with on an everyday basis, that when you come to the register, we don't know the level in which they had an interaction with the customer before you, so that they may not have shaken it quite away, or haven't shaken it off as much as they needed to before they dealt with you. But either way, I'm done with my rant. But hope you enjoyed the haul. Hope you enjoyed the video. I must get packing. I have stuff in the dryer on wrinkle release because I really just don't like ironing, but I'm probably still have to iron a shirt or two when I get to the hotel. But I'm sure my best friend will be calling me shortly to talk about what the plan is. Again, invite your criticisms, critiques, all those kind of things, because I'm still learning this YouTube thing and I don't do it enough. I need someone in the comment below to please, if you can, if you are a fellow YouTuber, can you tell me how you do the thumbnail? Because I feel like YouTube catches my facial expressions at their worst. So it's just crazy that they catch me when my mouth is open and I'm like doing something or my hands are moving crazy. I'm like, can you get a thumbnail like of me like looking at the camera and smiling? Because I try to smile a lot more, because I know they do catch those steals. But if you can, please let me know. And also tell me, where am I supposed to look on this camera? So, because I feel like I'm looking everywhere. And then I just have so many goodies in my closet. So if you saw me like glancing away, I actually have this jacket I got. It's a members only jacket, but it's not like the traditional one, the bomber one. It's like a pullover with a quarter zip. Hold on one second, I'm gonna get it so you can see it. All right, so that was so this is what it looks like. When I tell you, it is the coolest thing. And I got it from Marshalls, and they had it in black, they had it in red, and then they had it in this colorway where it was red, white, and blue. But I went to like 50 million Marshalls and I could not find it in my size anywhere. The other ones, and even look at this is the hood, and it says members only. And when I tell you, I'm gonna mess folk up with this one, because I got some plans for this bad boy. He's the move. But yeah, I couldn't find it. I was so mad. I needed it in the extra large. I had a black one. And do you know, the hanger said extra large when I got home and went to hang it up. It was a 2X. So I went and I took it back to a store. that I did not visit before and that it did not originally belong to. And do you know, they didn't have any. And I went to like 3 other ones and they did not have any. So we go on our trip. I'm going to see if I can like steal away and borrow the rental car and go over to the next major city over and see if maybe I can find it over there, because I would be very, very excited. And it was like $30. It was only $29.99, which I thought was awesome. So either way, I'll let you go. Mouth's getting dry, and I need to start packing before my best friend be talking about me. But thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You can even share. You know, let me know what's going on. And I'm so thankful for the few that I have. I think I'm up to 10, maybe 11 subscribers, which is still small, but I definitely thank you all for your feedback and your interaction with me, and that kind of thing, and just telling me you know, what you do or do not like, or, you know, that kind of thing. You know, I had a lady who commented in one of my other videos. She was like, why are your shoes in boxes? Just take them out the boxes and they'll have a better presentation. Which, again, like I said, I invite you all telling me anything or asking me anything. But just for you all that don't know, that like I said, I do have a lot of sneakers. But you have to be mindful when it comes to sneakers sometimes. If you ever have any that you just don't wear like that, and you just really bought them because, hey, they're cute or they were neat, or you're like, yeah, I'm waiting on the next outfit, and it may not come for like a year, 2 years. I have shoes in here sometimes that I think I broke out a pair of Air Max the other day that I have not wore since I bought them. Maybe wore them once, and but when you sit them out, because dust just naturally accumulates in any place, especially in apartments, because they're apartments. Like, it's not a house where you can change vents so frequently. Because in my apartment, I don't even have access to the room that has my heater and the filter and all that stuff. Only my apartment community does, so they have to come in and do it themselves. But you know, dust will settle. And with shoes, of course, all shoes are not all just sewn. And even if they are, there's still a certain level of glue that is there. And what happens is that the dust can settle in those grooves. And over time, the dust will begin to eat away at the glue. And don't get me wrong, that probably will take a shoe to probably 3 years to do something like that. But it will eat away at the shoe, and then by the time you're ready to wear it, the shoe is actually ruined because now it's standing away from the actual sole. The rubber's all off, and it just looks crazy. And first and foremost, I don't want dust on my shoes. I just like that. Like, there are some ladies who buy handbags who they do not like, you know, don't get me wrong, they like their bags out on display that they wear on a regular basis, but you just have some bags that are just like, no, I don't want them sitting out. No woman wants a YSL just sitting out, you know, or a Chanel bag just sitting out. So that's why they have the dust cloths, so that dust doesn't settle on the bag and do those kind of crazy things. So that's why most of my shoes are inside of boxes. When they don't have boxes, they go in another cabinet that I have. I have these shoe cabinets in this room as well that you pull it forward and it holds 4 shoes in the drawer. That's where most of my shoes that don't have boxes, they go, except these and these. So that's really why I do what I do. But either way, I'm gonna let you go. I'm tired of rambling, and my throat is dry. And this video has turned into 47 minutes, 48. So thank you all so much for watching, and you all have a great rest of the day. I may try to get on it maybe Monday and put some on, and maybe especially if I picked up some things on this trip, I'll definitely bring them on and show you what I got. Again, that's all I have. Thank you. Talk with you later.